stress and I won't settle for less than God's best. When I really got that memo, it was when I was single and when people thought I was crazy, and everybody's story different. So I'm not saying you got to do this. This was just something that I needed to do because I was like a serial dater. I always had to have a man on my arm and then whatever. So I had to realize I just needed a time of just being completely single. No calls, no texts, no sliding in my DMs, no dates, no nothing. And for people, that was so weird. And then people ask me, like, what's wrong with you? You're so weird. Like, why won't you date? But I knew what I needed to do for me. It's individual, right? So everybody is different. I had to do that for myself. And I knew also I needed purity in my life. And I had not been sexually pure. So I needed a time I couldn't trust myself. I'm just going to keep it real. And you have to know you. Some people are like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with going on a date. And it's not. But for me, I was like, it's something wrong right now. So until I get this under control with me and God, it's going to be no. And so that was for a while and people couldn't understand me. But I was like, why am I settling for less? If God says I could be free, he says I could live pure. He says I can be healed. Why am I thinking I can't? I can have exactly that. If he says he can fulfill me, every longing, and he's here with me, I don't have to have a man right now. So I have to be able to learn how, and I really wanted to take God at his word. I heard people talk about it, but I didn't see it in anybody's life. You know, I saw a lot of different things. So I was like, no, this is between me and God. I need to know you, God. I need to experience you, God. if your word says this, I need to experience this because you're not a liar. Your word is true. And so I got to that place. And in that was really, I had to realize not selling for less, because then once I felt single and satisfied, people were like, your standards are too high. Now, I didn't have a 267-page list like Love said. I wasn't that crazy. But I literally did have a list of desires, and they weren't superficial things. They were like really important things to me, like a God-fearing man for real. Not just a man that goes to church and quotes scriptures, but let me see it living out in his life. I needed certain things and I needed to see them. Yes, I mean, he ain't got to be 7 feet tall, but I do need to be attracted to him. It was just certain things, you know what I'm saying? It was certain deal breakers that I did have. And the rest, I said, God, you could be creative with the rest, but these are my legit, important life or death requirements. And so with those things, people still said,